You all know the story of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. He was asked the same question, and he answered by telling a story about the wedding procession. The bridegroom had a party, everyone from his village, and they were going to the bride's village for the wedding. And it was supposed to start early the next morning. To get there was an overnight boat ride over the river. So the whole party of the bridegroom boarded a boat and told the boatman that you must get us across by sunrise tomorrow. He said, no problem. I promise you will be there by sunrise tomorrow. And he started rowing and rowing and rowing and rowing. And when they saw how hard and how anxious he was to fulfill his mission, everyone in the bridegroom's party thought, we can rest in peace tonight and be fresh for the morning. And they all went to sleep. And they had nice night's sleep. And then the sun started rising, and they got up ready to enjoy the nice wedding. And they looked, and they were in the same place they were the night before. And there was a panic. What happened? Why are we still here? And the boatman was looking around. He said, I've been rowing all night. I don't understand. And then someone noticed that he forgot to pull up the anchor. And therefore, despite all their efforts, they did not move. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains that this is the condition of so many devotees. They are working very hard, hearing the glories of the Lord, chanting the glories of the Lord. But the anchor of material attachments, they're not willing to give up. We have to detach ourselves. Vairagya vidya nija bhakti yoga shikshastameka purusha pura. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to teach three things. Knowledge, which comes by hearing. The next step is detachment. The fruit of knowledge initially is detachment. We detach ourselves from the things which are not conducive to the awakening of Krishna consciousness. Or as Srila Rupa Goswami has simply said, accept things favorable for devotional service and reject things unfavorable. And through such knowledge and detachment, we understand the process of bhakti or devotional service. And from devotional service, the fruit of love of God, Krishna prema, is awakened. So first of all, we must very scrutinizingly take inventory of our own consciousness. How much we are still attached. How much we are still clinging, holding on to our attachment. To be attached in the conditioned state is natural, but we should be striving to become detached. That does not mean simply giving up your responsibilities in this world. It means not being attached to the fruits of your action, not being attached to your money, not being attached to your social position. Now everybody has some social position, and everybody's proud of it. Whether one's the Prime Minister, or whether one's a very wealthy businessman, or whether one's a great athlete, or singer, or movie star, or whether one is sleeping in a little potato bag on the sidewalks in Chowpatty, Bombay. Amongst peers, everyone has some reason to be proud of their position, right? I obtained 4 rupees in bakshish, you only obtained 3. You become infatuated. What a good bakshish collector I am. Or I'm stronger than you. Or this is my land. This is my part of the sidewalk. From the biggest to the smallest, everyone is proud of their social position and trying to hold on to something, right? Unless we're striving to become detached from it. It's like an anchor. We may be attached, but we have to be striving to be detached. Krishna sees our desire. So that is the inventory we must take. How much we are trying to please our Guru and the Vaishnavas first and please ourselves second. If you really examine and investigate that question, you may find that there's a lot to be worked on. And of course, if we are sincerely and carefully, internally seeking higher purifications through this process of hearing and deliberating and investigating our own consciousness in the light of what we hear and striving in the proper direction, then it will still take time. Why? Because a conditioned soul, if anything comes easy, we take it cheaply. And Krishna does not want us to take him cheaply. He could give us pure love in a moment if he wanted to. But if he did,
we would take it cheaply.
We would not be grateful. People are not really deeply grateful for things that they think they deserve. If you buy something from the market, are you really from the bottom of your heart grateful to the merchant that gave it to you, sold it to you? Huh? Why? Because you paid for it. But if somebody gives you millions of times more than what you could ever pay for, simply out of love, are you grateful? Therefore, first Krishna wants to prove to you that pure love of God, pure Krishna consciousness is so exalted, it is so great, it is so far from you. And we have so many bad qualities, so many impediments, so little to give. Then we understand the value of pure devotional service. And then when Krishna does give it, you recognize that it is only by His inconceivable, causeless mercy. It's not by any of my own qualities or efforts. Then you're really and truly grateful. Then you have some idea of the infinite value of pure devotionals. And then only can you immerse your consciousness in the ecstasy that Krishna wants to give you. If you give up, that is our misfortune. Krishna puts his devotee in the Christian school, they call it the dark night of the soul, where we come to the stage where Lord Chaitanya explained in his Shikshastakam that bereft of your sight, Govinda, this whole world is nothing but a dreary void, where everything is meaningless without Krishna. And because I don't have Krishna, I don't have anything. If you think you have something, then you're unfortunate. First you have to realize that without Krishna I have nothing, and I don't have Krishna. Do you know how painful that is? That's the stage just before you have Krishna. Krishna plans it that way, so that when you get Him, when He reveals that pure sentiment of bhakti, you will cherish it with such a gracious heart for the rest of eternity.